Okay, today I'm going to tell you a short story, but I think it's very nice and very meaningful. In Benares, I think around the 15th, 16th centuries, and we know this historically, is well documented, there was a rather known mystic, a saint, called Kabir. And nobody knew fully whether he was a Muslim or a Hindu or a Buddhist or any other religion. He spoke in a very universal way, just like of one reality, which you could either go straight to it by opening your heart and mind, or you might need a little bit of coaching according to your religion. But he was also very unusual and very eccentric. So a local king heard about his, his fame and his teachings and miracles. So he had this dream that I want to get enlightened. I don't want just to be a king, I want to really know my true self. So one day with a retinue of people, he went to Kabir house in Benares, and he says, can I come and stay with you? I want to really learn, and become free from the cycle of birth and death. And at first Kabir said to him, look, you are a king, you are too much identify with your possessions and your materiality, you will never make it. But the king was really resolute and insisting. So at the end, okay, so Kabir said, you can stay, but your retinue, your followers, your soldiers, they go back home. Because here, if you stay at my place, you are a nobody. So the king was a bit hesitant, and then he went, okay, I really want to get enlightened. So, so he sent them home. So it was late, so Kabir gave him some food, asked him to go to sleep. So in the morning, when he got up, the king thought, okay, now we're going to have formal classes on how to get enlightened, and Kabir is going to teach me, all the stages. And Kabir arrived with a broom, and he said, okay, now your main job in this place is to sweep the floors. And the king went berserk, quite angry, like, who do you think you are? Don't you know who I am? You ask something like this from me. So Kabir said, okay, sorry, go back to your palace and let people clean for you. But here, you want to stay, this is what you're going to do. And I'm going to teach you when I feel like teaching you. But this is what you got to do. So again, the king thought, no, I came here because I want to get enlightened. All right, I'll clean the floors. So he was cleaning the floor for days, and sometime, Kabir wasn't teaching him anything. Not only that, sometime he was even a bit rude. It was like, do you call that cleaning? Look what the mess is here. Come over here. Come, have a look. Now you'll have to clean up everything again. And every time the king would go through a state of rage. But he was determined he was going to get enlightened. And time went by, and those attacks of ego, of resentment, of rage, suddenly they started becoming less and less. And there was some irritation when Kabir kept on asking him to do the same thing over and over, and not showing much appreciation either. And a day arrived in which Kabir said to the king, do you call this cleaning? What a useless fellow you are. And the king just smiled, it was like, okay, don't worry, I'll do it again, with a smile. And Kabir said, stop a minute, be aware of yourself now. Can you feel? And the king felt this amazing joy and peace in being a nobody, you see, just totally in total surrender to the moment without grasping at any ego, at any I, and there was this total openness. And at this moment, the king became enlightened. So, I hope you have enjoyed this little story. It's short, but it can tell us so much about how much we need to work on ourselves. And so let us learn how to be a bit more malleable, how to let go of things. Of course, sometimes we have to say to people, stop there, now you are becoming a real nuisance. But a lot of the other time, we don't need, to be propped up all the time by this false sense of security, then praise and fame and, followers and so forth can give us. Thanks for listening and have a happy life.